In here. Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode. I'm actually standing this time instead of in a chair. I got a really awesome guest. I'm super excited to have a conversation with him. He comes via the way of Mailbox Power. I'll let him talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But again, Leverage Podcast, we want to learn about business owners, how they're putting leverage into their business. We want to learn about how they're scaling their businesses. What are some of the systems and things? How are they using AI and technology and all that fun stuff? So on to another episode. Meet my awesome friend and colleague, Turner Leslie. What's going on, brother?
Hey, buddy. So good to be on here with you. And heard some awesome things about Sphere Rocket and everything that you guys do. So excited to dive in.
Yeah, awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, and how your company makes money.
For sure. Well, I started my career out at ClickFunnels. If there's any funnel hackers that watch this, I'm sure there's a bunch. And worked a bunch over there with a good buddy of mine, Ben Harris, that I know works with you guys, which is a fun connection. Worked closely with Russell Brunson for a bit over there. And now I'm over at Mailbox Power, and we're actually killing it. It's been such a fun time. We have a facility in Bluffdale, Utah, 20,000 square foot facility where we hold a bunch of product for our customers and clients, and we have it all automated. So we help out insurance agents, real estate agents, home services, coaches, gurus in the space, anybody that has clients that they want to make sure they're thinking about that person year round, and that we help them out, and we have an absolute blast with it. We send out brownies, tons of brownies. We send about 10,000 brownies a month for our customers and clients. We do free unlimited postcards. You just pay the postage. We do greeting cards. We do kitchenware that you can send out. We do customized golf balls, water bottles, all of the above. And it's all, like I said, it's all customized, and it's all automated as well with personalization. You can have an automation where you can have a few things sent out over a few weeks or throughout the year, so that you don't have to go in and click to send things out. You definitely can put things in the cart, but the automations are massive. And then we also have different design templates as well. So we've got a few thousand customers and growing every day. We just hit a huge milestone the other day of 900 people at our top tier, and it's growing even more. So it's been awesome.
Oh, that's exciting. And that's a lot about the podcast we have, is that leverage piece, right? And I'm always looking for opportunities to spend my time in the highest dollar producing efforts, right? That I want to focus time on. And I think client satisfaction, client retention, client come back and use your business is all super important. It's massively important, I should say. But am I going to be the one that wants to write the handwritten cards? Am I going to be the one wanting to go buy the brownies at the grocery store and mail those out? I personally am not. So I love that model. Yeah, I love being able to, let's just call it contractor farm that work out, because it's a valuable service that needs to be done, but it's not the best use of my personal time, right?
Exactly. And that's the cool thing about the automation, is it just runs on its own, and we have multi-million-dollar machines at our facility that print everything off and make everything roll. And we have a small company of about 15 people that run our whole company. So it's been awesome. I'm over here in Boise, Idaho. I go out to headquarters once a quarter. And it's crazy. It's well-oiled machine. It just runs and does its thing. And you go in our system and you design something and have it printed out the next day. It'll be shipped out. So it's a pretty awesome process.
That's awesome. I love that, how much that's automated, and how you guys have it all systematized. Clearly, so at 15 people for a couple thousand clients for sure. So tell me a little bit about what you're focused on growing right now as a company.
So right now we're really focused on our customers and clients all the time. We've really gotten our onboarding situation down very well. Every one of our users gets a white glove onboarding. It's a one-on-one. So right after they sign up for Mailbox Power, they'll get prompted to sign up for that onboarding process. And we have the best onboarding agent on the planet. Her name's Addie. and she knows her stuff. She's an absolute expert, and they get on with her. They get their contacts in the system. They set up the automations, and they're able to get mailing lists, things like that, and it's awesome. And then we're also working in a few new things to make sure that all of our users are using the system and making sure that they know it well. The last thing we want is someone to come into Mailbox Power and they're like, I didn't really use it. Like, no, we are making sure that everyone knows exactly what they're doing, because within software, sometimes you get the leaky bucket, right? People take off after a while. We don't want that at all. So we want to make sure that everyone is ready to go. So they get that onboarding call, they get the check-in calls, and they also have Monday through Friday, we have customer support Q&As. People can come in as well. So we say, the only other thing we can do to help you out is fly to your house and do it for you and click it. But we got everything taken care of. So yeah.
That monthly package might be a little more expensive.
Yeah. Yep. So our customers are ready to go and use everything. So that's what we're focused on for sure.
I love that. All right. Well, I appreciate you sharing. So how is that? How have you figured out that automation and systematization and the layout, how you're built and you're structured, and how have you guys utilize that structure to be the most efficient you can, right? And what I mean that is leverage. Well, I'll get into the technology piece a little bit, but organizational structure is so critical to the success and the smooth operation of a company. Kind of talk a little bit about your business, if you don't mind, and how that is structured, or where you see you're getting the best return on how you've built your leverage out.
Yeah, really, when our customers understand the automation process, that's huge, because someone, it's interesting. You think that, internally in your company, you think that, the customers know everything that we know, right? Like they should be just thinking about, sending out stuff all the time and all this, but it's like, well, actually they have their own business that they're working on and doing their thing too. And so when we say things like automation or mailing lists or, certain things, buzzwords that we have, we really have to break it down, and we have our tutorials, things like that. So when we take them into the automation process, we have these deep tutorials that they can come in and watch. And that's really why we go in and do it with them, so that we can make sure that automation process is done in the system. Because when you go in there, we might think it's easy for us as the, people in the business, but that's the first time they've done it. So as they go in, they're able to have that automation process where they go in and choose what they want to send, whether it's that greeting card from the start, and then it's that pack of brownies. And then 2 weeks later, it's maybe a customized T-shirt. Or 2 weeks later, maybe it's customized whatever. It's that super easy, streamlined process. And I'm definitely not a dev, but I just love how it just works. So good enough to be dangerous with it. But that there's a lot of other companies similar to what we do, but they don't have that automation process to where every piece of direct mail is unique. That this postcard is different than that postcard is different than that greeting card, and so on, because we have a bunch of reasons why it's unique. But we put a dynamic QR code on our direct mail, so when someone scans that dynamic QR code, that person that sends it out actually gets notification every time someone scans it, and it says, this person's name from this address is interested in what you sent. So it's super cool to make sure your marketing dollars are getting used effectively with every send, because it's unique. So the big answer to your question, but kind of how it rolls.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. What is one thing that you do? And I think you just answered that question, so I'm gonna skip it, because usually I kind of come with the question, what do you do different from your industry, the rest of your industry? And I just heard you say that there's variance in what you guys send. It's not the same items, right?
Yeah, just to add to that though, too, a lot of other companies may lock you in at a 3-month at least contract. It's like, hey, you're going to send this much stuff from us, and you're going to do this thing, and it's a set process. But with ours, it's a month-to-month process. You pay, you pick one of our tiers, and you stay with us for 1 month or 8 years or 10 years, which we have a lot of people that do that. And so with everything, it's all on demand. So you can send 1 or 1,000 things, you just choose. So it's a lot of the differences.
From the business and your knowledge in the business, or even you personally in your position, what's kind of the biggest breakthrough that changed the directory of kind of your position or your company? You decide which way you want to go with that.
Woo, that's a question and a half. Let's see. Maybe there's a lot to that question. I would say the onboarding has helped out immensely. And just the extra support we've given has helped out a bunch over this last year. And then just really educating our customers and clients what we do, because again, they're not always thinking about our stuff all the time. And so just really helping them and giving them extra stuff. And we've done a lot of really cool new things. Like we have some fun AI tools that we've come out with, like a image generator that you can just throw into a postcard within a few seconds, which is cool. And then other ways that with our AI prospecting suite that we launched, 8 months ago, maybe, you can actually see what people are coming to your website. And then you can actually send direct mail to them automatically without them filling out a form, which is really cool.
Oh, very cool.
And
very
then,
cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. So just like the new things, and then educating our customers.
Very cool. What is a metric or a number as a business owner, right? Or working within an organization or department that is an important metric that you guys track, right? What help our audience understand? Because I know everybody tracks and measures different things, but if you had to boil it down to one metric or one number, what would that be and why?
Ooh, well, if I could focus on my section of the company, I cover our affiliate program. And so, and I know that you do a lot of that stuff too as well. And so much affiliates drive our business in a big role, in a big way. And so what I do is I track new affiliates that come in, and then also new affiliate sales from new affiliates and old affiliates, and then how that's growing our company. That's what I'm focused on every single day. And then I'm focused on making sure that every new affiliate gets called by me to hop on a call with me to actually go through an affiliate strategy. And that's been really fun to see that, because I can see what they do in their business, how it would then help them. And then we see, hey, if you get 5 people signed up on our executive plan, our software is basically free. And so that's been fun to see. And then our people then stick with us forever because they've got 5 people signed up, and then they're just using our software in that way. So that's been a big thing that I focus on every day. And then also outside of my role, we track back to our onboarding. We track how many people get onboarded and then how many people need to as well. And that's been huge, and that's been growing month after month. So that's been really strong too.
How has your focus on those KPIs and metrics improved and helped your department, right, grow, retention, things like that?
Yeah, we have our Monday calls, and we can see all of our numbers. Everybody can see everyone's numbers. So that's been really fun to see the growth, because we always want that progression overload. I love that term. And we've been able to see, what's growing. And if someone's stats aren't growing within the company, it's like, okay, guys, let's help out so-and-so. So that's been a blast, so that we all work together because we're all focused on everyone's goals. So all of our stats have been huge with that. And really it's been able to grow as we all focus on the same thing. So that's been awesome.
Oh, that's really cool. And as a Sphere Rocket company, even back in my real estate career, when I was running a sizable team, I utilized a process by the name of EOS, right? You've probably heard of that, entrepreneurial operating system, right? And the reason I believe in that strongly is many reasons, but one of the things you just alluded to, right? We do a meeting every Monday for an hour and a half, 2 hours. All the executives come in, they get in that room. And one of the things is exactly what you talked about. They call it a scorecard, right? As far as what EOS calls it. And literally all of the company's key metrics are on there for everybody to see. And they're either red or they're green, right? If they're green, we don't even talk about it. Moving on to the next. If they're red, we make them an issue. And then we circle back at the end of the, some point in time of the call. And we're like, what do we do to help get this number to where it needs to get to? And I think, like you said, it's public accountability in a professional way. It's very important that, I don't want my numbers to be red in front of my peers. Will they happen? Sure. but I don't want them to be that way. But if they are, I want them to collectively come in and help, just like you said, like a big teamwork type thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. When I played football back in the day, we'd have film, right? And everyone's watching film, and especially I played lineman back in the day, and we have our linemen highlight coming back from a game on Monday, and you'd see like, hey, you would get lit up if you messed up, right? And you wanted to play good because you didn't want to get lit up at film study. And so it's basically the same thing. It's staying accountable and making sure like, hey, you're doing your job. Awesome. Let's keep on going. Let's see the success and then let's rock and roll with it and keep that going. So that's been something that's stuck with me for years.
Yeah, that's, and I think a lot of times, like, we have a lot of solopreneurs out there as well, right? It's not just big Fortune 500 or 8-figure businesses, right? It's solopreneurs. And I try to tell those solopreneurs, it's okay. You don't use somebody else, a coach, a mentor, another colleague in your office, but have somebody that can review your data with you, right? Or your scorecard with you, because somebody needs to hold you accountable as well. And we all know we don't hold ourselves as accountable as we do others helping us stay accountable.
Very true. Yep.
What's a lesson that you've learned the hard way? Personal life, business life, whatever. You go down whatever path you want.
Ooh. Well, shoot, I would go back to what we just talked about, staying accountable. Because one of my good friends, my late friends, Dave Woodward, that I worked with ClickFunnels, he passed away from cancer a year before I left ClickFunnels. He always said, dig your well before you're thirsty. And I cannot remember where that came from, but that came from a book that he read. That's always stuck with me. It's like, dig your well before you're thirsty. That comes with leads, accountability, so many things. And so it's like, hey, make sure you're doing the work now that's going to pay off later. Especially with relationships as well, because those relationships are going to drive you forward for years and years, but you got to start those now. You got to start those the right way too. So anyone watching this, dig your well before you're thirsty. That always pays off. And you don't want to be caught, in the wrong place with that too. So that's something that's always stuck with me.
Yeah, love that. Thanks for sharing that. What's a trend that you and your company are kind of paying attention to right now?
Ooh, I would say trends with AI for sure. Our founder, Justin Biggs, he's an absolute genius, and he's a dev that has kept up with AI. He's just continuing to go with it and follow everything. And he is like, you guys, I just did this and it would have taken me a year. And I did it in a weekend. It was awesome. And so that's so cool. I love that basically our whole team, we're using AI all day, right? And if you're not, you're going to be screwed. I find that big time. And so that's the trend that we're just riding the wave with and always using. And we have stuff that is with AI that's going to continue to come out that we're just continuing to roll with, that our competitors are just stuck stuck with, that are not, following that. And so that's been a fun thing as well.
Yeah, it's been crazy just to see even the leaps and bounds over the last couple of years of what AI has kind of started. I say started, I'm sure it's been around much longer than that. We just didn't know about it, right? Hell, military is always doing stuff 8 years before the public sees it. Yeah. But with that being said, I know AI like just kind of is like, I mean, just the exponential just increase in technology, increase in functionality, increase in results has just been mind-blowing, right, into what it did 2 years ago, even to today. So I'm 100% with you on that. It's like, if you're not you're not too late, right? If you're not into AI, but you better get started, because it is a learning curve. It is a growth curve, right? It is not just oh yeah, okay, I'm on AI, it works.
For sure. And finding out the cool stuff and geeking out on it's been huge.
Yeah. What is your recommendation? I usually ask this one out there to people because now AI is getting to that point where, apps used to be really cool in the beginning and they're still cool today, but there was like maybe 100 apps when it first started. And now there's 10 billion apps and you can get lost in the sea of apps that are out there. AI is clearly already getting that way. So what recommendations do you have? Any recommendations for a business owner that would be like, how do I figure out which are the right apps for what I use for my business or for me?
Just like AI apps or like any kind of what you.
Yeah, I'd say like any kind of IR software. I mean, because obviously you can go in and you can be like, oh, do I use ChatGPT? Do I do Claude? Maybe I'll do both. And some people are like, I challenge Claude against ChatGPT. And I got people that are brand new to any of it. And they're like, why the hell would I challenge you? Why would I learn Claude and ChatGPT? I mean, as basic examples. But I find like a lot of business owners can get lost, right, in chasing the next technology. Maybe that's the better question, right? It's like, okay, I love ChatGPT. Everything's in there. Oh, Claude came out. Now I love Claude, right? Like, oh, now, right, Lovable come out with all these websites and apps. Like, I guess that's kind of like, how do you find that balance as a business owner that you're not always building?
Yeah. Justin Biggs, our founder, he uses a bunch of different ones because he kind of makes them work all together, which is so cool. But I love ChatGPT. That's my thing. I stick with it. I tell it please and thank you, and it knows me well, and so that's what I stick with. And it seems like that's what we started using, like humans in general. That's what I would say, and it's been awesome. And actually, it makes amazing postcards. So a lot of our people have been using it to make postcards, and it's crazy. Like we have this one company that we work with. It's a garage door business, and so they're actually in Utah, and we built some postcards for them. They wanted to integrate Utah and kind of the feel of Utah, and have it where it was like kind of showing before and after. And so we put in there a prompt of like, show some garage door with a bad door and a good door, and make it like a house in Sandy, Utah, with the mountains in the background. And it made an amazing postcard with everything we wanted with the prompt. We just changed a few things, and it was perfect. And we can put it into Mailbox Power and load it in and put the dynamic QR code on there. And it's great. And so a bunch of our customers are using it as well. So I don't really want to use other as I said,
now stick with what works. Stick with what works. Yeah, 100%.
With it.
Yeah, and that's going to be a huge leverage point, or already is a huge leverage point, right? Is just in the creativity side, right, of the AI, right? Meaning, like you said, you can go in there and say, I want a broken garage door and a new door, and I want to have a background of 82 cities, and here's the cities, right? And you got 82 cards in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
I love that. All right, I want to go into a lightning round with you real quick. So just quick answers. Favorite business book?
Ooh, let's go .com Secrets.
All right, love it. Best purchase under $1,000?
Under $1,000? Golly. I think my iPad was just under $1,000. I've had this for 6 years, and I love it.
Love it. I think I got your answer, but I'll get it anyways. I'll ask it. Favorite AI tool?
ChatGPT, the most current.
What app do you open most on your phone?
Ooh, my Google Calendar.
I love it. You're the unique one, finally. Woo! Everybody's been Facebook because they're mostly my age with all the gray.
Okay, yep, love it.
What's your most impactful habit?
Most impact. Smile all the time.
Love it. What's your biggest business mistake?
Oh gosh. I don't know if I have one right off the top of my head. Just being at more events. I don't feel like I've been enough events this year, and so I'd say that's a mistake. But I want to be at more.
Love it. A belief that you have that most entrepreneurs disagree with?
Ooh, hustle. I don't like the hustle. I'd rather be with my family more than anything. My family over business any day.
Love it. One thing you would automate immediately?
Oh, one thing I would automate. Like sending emails faster and text faster through GHL. I'm not an expert yet. I know it's a great way to do things in automations, but I just want to do it faster.
Love it. Well, last one I got. What's your definition of leverage?
Ooh, having the systems down with the automations. Yeah, I would say learning all you can.
All right. Love it. Love it. That's all that I got. Let me finish the show up here. Thank you so much, Turner, for coming in and visiting with us today, talking how awesome Mailbox Power is. Love it. I think it's a huge opportunity to take care of your clients and automate that out. I'll call it automate, delegate, leverage that out, right, to another company to take care of it. They're the specialists. They're the experts. They can do it a hell of a lot faster than you. Don't waste your time doing it yourself, personally, is my opinion on that. However, how would people get a hold of you or your business? Should they have any questions?
Yes, Turner at mailboxpower.com. Come send me an email. Also, mailboxpower.com. We have a book a strategy call with our team. That's the best way to do it. And you can ask us any questions. We'll help you out as soon as possible.
All right. Well, everybody, I hope you got a great insight into some opportunities through the gifting and that being automated through Mailbox Power. That is a leverage piece for you, which is why it ties nicely into our leverage podcast. You got some good nuggets out of Turner. And so, yeah, hit the comments, likes, all those fun things that you do on YouTube. And if you got any comments, post them in there. I've got connection to Turner as well. So if you didn't hear anything, you can reach out to me and I'll connect you with Turner as well. So thanks so much for your time. We'll see everybody on the next episode.
Bye, everybody. Thanks.